I'm Dr. Andrew Rochefort. I am an emergency registrar at Royal North Shore Hospital. The other thing I do is I have some roles in the media. I work with Channel 10 on the 7pm project and just about to start a radio job, breakfast radio job with Mix 106.5 in Sydney.
John Bertrand, and I'm actually chairman of the Sport Australia Hall of Fame. My claim to fame is a few years back I was the skipper of Australia 2, which won the America's Cup, and we, after 132 years of American domination, we eventually got it off the Yanks. In this country it was much bigger than that. It was Australia taking on the world, and particularly the United States. And looking back on it, we're going through a tough recession. This is way back in 1983. And we needed heroes, and we were going through a drought. We created the boxing kangaroo flag, and our battle hymn, that was our battle flag, and our battle hymn was Down Under by Men at Work. Apparently the country ran out of champagne, couldn't buy a bottle of champagne, and ran out of green and gold ribbon in terms of celebrations.
My name's Kieren Perkins. I was a one-time Olympic athlete, having won a couple of gold and more than a few world records over the years. To me, I guess the biggest successes are always the ones where you've overcome the biggest challenge. So my best ever swim, I think, was the 400 metres freestyle that I won in the Rome World Championships in 1994. And of course, the greatest win was Atlanta in 96.
My name is Louise Ellis. Once upon a time I was a captain of the Australian netball team. Now I run coaching clinics for kids and I also commentate netball for Channel 10. I won 2 gold medals at the Commonwealth Games, and probably the most memorable of those is the one that we won in 2002. The game went into double overtime.
Rob de Castella. I started running when I was about 13 or 14 years of age. My dad decided that he wanted his eldest son to accompany him in the mornings when he went for a run. And he used to drag me out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I used to hate it, and I used to cry and kick and scream and complain. But he hung in there, even though I didn't want to do it. He made me do it. And then eventually I got more involved in distance running. Went to 4 Olympic Games, won a world championship, set a world record, won a couple of Commonwealth Games marathons. So really, sort of competed on the international stage for about 10 or 15 years.
My name's Stanley, and I won 3 World Aerobic Championships, but today I'm more probably into education and training at the moment. I started in gymnastics, and then I went to the Olympics in water skiing in Seoul, Korea in 1988, and then I won 3 world titles in aerobics. My dad said to me, he goes, you've got to win 3, it's a hat trick, because 1 is great, 2 is fantastic, 3 is the ultimate, 4 who cares. So I knew I was going to go for the 3rd world championship.
My name's Mike MacKay. Been involved with sport for a long period of time, professionally in rowing. The World Championships were in Tasmania in 1990, and a journalist by the name of Bruce Eva coined the expression awesome foursome after we won, and then it just sort of stuck to the extent that the course commentator in the Barcelona Olympics would go through the countries and go Great Britain, such and such, and the awesome foursome, we were in Australia.
Suzy O'Neill, or Susan Fairley, my married name, so depending on which one I am at the time. And to be honest, I always thought that I went really badly at the Sydney Olympics because I lost my main event, which was the 200 metres butterfly. I came second in that event and I won the 200 free. I did a lot of interviews for the anniversary, and everyone would say to me, what's your first thought of the Sydney Olympics? And I'd always say, oh, that's the Olympics that I stuffed up in, and I got second. So it was really therapeutic, and I finally, I think after talking to all these journalists, came to realise, hey, I didn't go so badly. And I was doing an interview with ABC Grandstand, and they replayed the call, the radio call of my 200 free, which I won at Sydney. And they came back to me and said, how are you feeling now? And I was bawling my eyes out. So it was really good to just actually go back and relive the moment, which I never did, and I suppose celebrate it. It was happy tears.